weather bipolar. The weather is bipolar. It's April 2nd. I did not do a garden tour for March. But welcome back to my channel where we live, laugh, and garden every day. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button and join the fam. Come and learn how to garden with me. I'm still learning how to garden every day, and it is my 5th year. I am in Zone 9B in the desert of Arizona. It's been a crazy gardening journey, but I'm so glad that I haven't given up. I wish I would have started my gardening journey years ago, maybe when I was a little girl, but here I am learning in my 30s, and it has been the best hobby I could have ever picked up to learn. So it's April 2nd. I did not do a garden tour for March. I am so sorry, soil friends, but I'm here to do my April garden tour. I moved a lot of things around in the garden, and I don't know, I'm thinking about transitioning from my grow bags to just pots and containers because the grow bags don't last long. Lots of things to think about, but let's get into the video. I hope you're having a great day so far. If you're not having a great day, I hope it gets better for you. I pray that God blesses you with peace throughout the day. Let's get into the video. Okay, soil friends, so moved a lot of things around because I have so many weeds right here that I have to get up, and I didn't want to leave the 2 tables I had over here, and just gonna keep having to deal with so many weeds. I'm really thinking about maybe turning this area into a raised bed or 2, but we shall see. If I do the raised bed, I won't have to deal with all these weeds. So, ay. Here is my catnip for Mr. Charles. And it is growing so fabulous. I haven't really grown catnip before. This was brought from the big box store. And, Charlie loves this plant so much. I'm not sure if I should be pruning it or if I should just leave it and let it be. But I am super excited that we have some catnip in the garden for Charlie and the other cats too. Right now it is windy. It is probably about the high 50s right now. And then I think we're gonna get up to the 70s today. I think. I think it's gonna be a chill, cool day today. Here are some Gerbera daisies that still keep producing, and I believe there's a brand new one coming in. Here's my huge cilantro tree. Look at this cilantro tree, packed with seeds everywhere. Seeds are everywhere. I am super excited to collect those. So that's my cilantro tree that I let go to seed, and this cilantro was picked up at a big box store. I did not start that from seed. I just removed my carrots that I had in here. They were tiny. They weren't as big, and I'm going to start thinning these out and separating them so they're not close. So I'm gonna do that today. I stuck a couple of peppers. These are, I believe these are lunchbox peppers that I stuck in here. I started those from seed. My peas I put in here, which are the sugar daddy peas, they're not doing much. I don't know what happened, but they haven't produced. So I probably will cut those lower. And I'm gonna sow some beans in here. I wanna put some green beans to grow with the carrots. It has been super windy, as you can tell. It's been messy with my garden sign. We have strawberries right here. This is my only strawberry plant, soil friends. I have a video on my channel of me planting bare root strawberries that I got on Amazon. I believe I overwatered them and they did not make it. This strawberry plant was picked up last spring, a whole year ago. A whole year ago. And I kept it. I had other strawberry plants, but they didn't make it. This is the only one that survived. So I'm going to give it some fertilizer today. I'm going to give it some berry tone. I got berry tone for my berries. So I'll give it some berry tone, but I'll wait until the sun goes down to fertilize. So there is a few things I need to fertilize. I know the strawberries is one. These are some more flowers. And there is some sweet mint. No, this is peppermint. Yeah, this is the peppermint. And my lemon tree. This is my lemon tree that I started from seed. And she is in a new pot. I'm going to leave her in there for a bit. Here is my flower bed. These are sunflowers, marigolds, zinnias. I direct sowed nasturtiums, but they did not germinate. So I'm just gonna wait for all of these to produce seeds for me so I can collect them. That was the evening mix sunflowers. And there's also a couple of daisies down here. And I recently planted zinnias in here with the daisies, like all around the daisies. So we'll see if they germinate. So those are all my flowers. Well, some of my flowers. And then over here, across from my flowers, is some brassicas that have been getting destroyed by pests. Now, I can let y'all see these pests because I'm not sure what kind they are. My soil friends on TikTok were asking me to show them, so I showed them how they looked last night, and I'll let you guys and ladies see them as well. So these are the pests that I'm dealing with. And I have been applying the diatomaceous earth. I just started really putting the diatomaceous earth here. So a soil friend, I believe it was Large Family Homestead, they're on YouTube and TikTok, they told me to just try a couple of times and it should clear up the pest. So we'll just see, we'll just wait and see, because I'm sad. Some of the leaves are not getting affected, but some of them, they hungry. Look, there's a hole already. Here's some lettuce. So I have brassicas and lettuce growing in these 4 grow bags right here. These are 20-gallon grow bag. I'm so sorry for my nose. Allergy season for me, y'all. But okay, there is. So originally I put kale, collards, broccoli, cabbage. I just threw a whole bunch of I don't even know if that's a cabbage or not. I didn't label anything. I barely labeled because I thought I could keep up with it, but that's a mistake on my part, soil friends. So I can tell y'all that these are lettuce. They're supposed to be iceberg lettuce. So I have a few of them in the garden. And I originally planted like 18 iceberg lettuce. So not all 18, as you can see, made it to the garden. So I feel like I should have planted way more crops during my fall and winter months. Like especially my brassicas. I should have did them all. I should have just planted more. I thought I was okay because I had seeds, growing. But we'll see. We have a couple of months, maybe this month in May, before it gets extremely hot. So let's see if we can produce some iceberg lettuce heads in 60 days. If not, I'll just have to try again for fall and make sure I'll do more of my brassicas in fall too, because I should have been growing greens and things like that, and I wasn't. I was watching everybody else do it. Another Gerbera daisy at the end here, a different color, and no new growth yet. In this 20-gallon grow bag, there will be cucumbers and mammoth sunflowers. So I have 1, 2, 3 mammoth sunflowers germinated, and I have 3 cucumbers in here. Now 2 of these cucumbers, these 2 are volunteers, and that one is one that I started from seed. So here I have a tomato, some squash, and my hibiscus and some moringa trees. And yesterday I put in a few basils, sweet basil. I have 2 sweet basils growing in here. And this is a volunteer tomato plant. I'm not sure what kind of tomatoes these are gonna be. It's a volunteer, so we just will let it grow. Oh, look, a sucker. I'm gonna pull that sucker. You don't want these growing in the middle part of your branches, so I love pruning and getting these suckers. So there's another one right here. It's a big one. Get those babies off. Nice. So we got a volunteer tomato plant in the garden. Next to my tomato plant is zucchini squash. This is the Black Beauty zucchini. There's another one I just added in here. We'll see how they do. I have corn growing in here, and I'm gonna add some green beans. So I'm gonna try to attempt to do the Three Sisters planting in here. And my corn is getting taller. I believe it's like 2 inches now, because I measured it yesterday. And my corn is about 2 inches, so it's time for me to add some beans. This hibiscus plant has been with me since November of last year. Found this beauty at the swap meet. The only thing I was bummed about is the fact that she is not edible. Now, I can look into the leaves more, but according to my research, she's not edible. I love all the new growth though. Oh my gosh, this thing was bare. It didn't have many leaves on these like the branches, like the stems. So all that new growth is coming in. More flowers will be on there. And the flowers, they just fall right off. The flowers are right here. I normally like them to fall in the pot so they can just become like a mulch for me. And then here are my 3 moringa trees I have. And I think they're starting to come back to life because they're starting to get some green on them. I'm gonna mulch that one up better than that. This section is peppers and some more brassicas. So let's start over here. Again, some of my brassicas, y'all, I don't think I'll be able to get them to produce. And I need to feed this section of the garden. I need to feed these right here. These 4 broccoli plants. And I believe this is a cabbage, and that's a collard green over there. I probably will be able to enjoy the leaves. You know, but again, I waited too late to start those from seed and add to the garden. So my, if you've been following me, I grew broccoli, but those were starter plants that I picked up from the big box store. These are broccoli seeds that I started on my own. So we'll just see how the next 60 days go. If we get some heads, that'll be super cool. And I do have, I never planted it before, but I do have some turnip greens in here too. Here is a pepper plant that I overwintered. It's a pepper plant that I got to overwinter. I believe this might be, oh, these 2 are my banana peppers, right? Yes, these 2 are my banana peppers. Starting to give us some banana peppers. And I love planting marigolds in the garden, y'all, so that the pests can focus on the marigolds instead of my food. So companion planting, I try to companion plant a lot throughout the garden because of pests. So all these pepper plants that are baby still, I kept them and overwintered, and I'm getting new growth on them, which is super cool to see. I just learned from a great soil friend and sister that peppers, their soil have to be like 70 degrees. So they do not like the cold. Here is the Rezha Macedonian pepper. It's a hot pepper. It's gonna turn red. It'll go from this color to like a striped red looking color. So there's a few that I have growing on the plant. There's one over here. And I have 2 Rezha Macedonian pepper plants growing in this grow bag with some green onions and some marigold flowers. Another pepper plant I overwintered down there. Another one right here, which is the big Jim chili pepper, which is doing fabulous. Peppers do not like to be overwatered, soil friends. You will murk your pepper plants if you overwater them. They do not like to be drowned in water. I got a little production going there for the big Jim chili pepper. Lots of flowers coming in and should give me more peppers. So these all were overwintered, y'all. I'm super excited about that because that means I'm gonna have peppers for spring and summertime, especially summertime. Super cool. This is just green onions. This is where I found cucumbers, tomatoes. They just all volunteered and popped up, so I kept them, and I'll show you guys and ladies how those plants are looking. You already seen the cucumbers, so I'll show you the tomatoes. But these are all green onions, store-bought green onions. I normally just plant my green onions from store-bought onions, and I'm always successful. This is my first year seeing them go to seed, which is super cool. And I'm gonna try to grow a lot of more onions for fall, just like I did my garlic this year. So those are onions, and I try to keep ponds throughout the garden for our pollinating friends. Got some ponds in the garden. And then here is my Buena Mulata pepper. And I recently just picked off all the peppers that were on here. They were all mostly purple, and I love them at that stage when they're purple. They're like a more sweeter, mild flavor. When they start turning orange and red, woo, about to burn me alive, okay? They get hot. There's some green onions growing in here as well with the Buena Mulatas. It's a pretty pepper. It's really good too, especially for stir fry. In this 20-gallon grow bag, I have some sweet peas. These are Sugar Daddy sweet peas. Cascadia peas are growing. This was my lettuce grow bag, aka the salad grow bag. And now, since Arizona is getting warmer, our last frost was March 20th. Everything in this grow bag is going to seed now. And I am looking forward to collecting lots of romaine lettuce seeds, lots of dill seeds, and oak leaf lettuce seeds. So that's all going to seed now. And we'll just continue to water this normally and wait for them to give us seeds. Down here is spinach, the Bloomsdale variety. I have this small, I think this is a 5-gallon grow bag. And I added some green beans in these grow bags with the spinach as well. I think I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna harvest some of this and add it to my carrot tops to make a pesto. So that's what I'm gonna do in just a bit. I'm gonna come grab some of the spinach to add to my carrot top pesto. Here is the sweet mint. It's in a much bigger pot so it can flourish and grow and utilize all that space, because the mint can be very invasive. Don't plant it with anything, let it be alone. So I have the sweet mint here, and the peppermint is over there. And then my last grow bag in the garden, well, I have a couple of more grow bags I'm growing potatoes in. I'll show y'all, and those will be the last grow bags in the garden. But this is not, I don't know if this is a mixture of hardneck and soft neck variety, because I am getting garlic scapes. That is a garlic scape. Soft neck varieties do not produce garlic scapes. Hardneck does. So I have a hardneck there, a hardneck there. I think the whole thing is hardneck. Look at these garlic scapes coming in. These are the garlic scapes. They're gonna have like a little ball on them. What made me realize, I thought that these were soft necks. I got them from a food market, and I thought they were soft necks because for the longest I didn't see any garlic scapes producing. So one of my soil friends was like, those are garlic scapes. I thought that these things were not, but they are. They're producing garlic scapes. And I also have a few onions in here that I planted as well. Now, my garlic look like it's ready. I have Like, all the lower leaves are brown. I'm like, should I go ahead and start pulling them up? Or leave them until June? I don't know. Well, we'll see. Some of them look like they're ready. And I already pulled up one because I was nosy. But you see all those lower leaves, how they're brown? 1, 2. So I'm not sure if I should harvest them. I have some seedlings still. I planted some tomatillos. These are tomatillos. That's a volunteer. Looks like some kind of cucumber or something. But those are tomatillos. And then I have some okra, some roselle hibiscus. This is started from seed. Roselle hibiscus. Some burgundy okra. More cucumbers. Here's my Georgia collard green. I love the Georgia collard greens. It's growing with some dill. And then I have some seedlings that I want y'all to look at. And my potatoes. And we'll be done. Just gonna open this up a bit and let y'all see what I got in the greenhouse. So I have some pepper plants in here. Lots of different peppers. Got some volunteer tomatoes. Some Ace 55 tomatoes, eggplants. We got some purple basil. Look at that purple basil. That is beautiful. Purple basil is in my garden. Super, super exciting. Different peppers. San Marzano tomatoes. And I just added some strawberries, so they're gonna be germinating in the starter tray. So we'll see if I can grow strawberries from seed. And then last thing I have growing in my garden is potatoes. I have a 20-gallon grow bag and 2 10-gallon grow bags of potatoes. Super, super exciting. So that is all in the garden. Soil friends, I hope you enjoyed this April garden tour with me. And I am looking forward to growing with you all this season. Happy new month. Happy new blessings. I hope that your household is filled with peace, love, joy, happiness, gentleness. I pray all those things over you, and in Jesus' name, amen. So y'all have a beautiful day. If you're not gardening, I hope you are considering gardening. It's so fun and therapeutic. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here and you enjoyed the time with me. Leave me a like, comment, let me know where you're watching from. And also, if you have any advice, tips, they are welcome. I just ask that you be respectful and nice. And we appreciate all the love here at 357 Gardening. Y'all have a beautiful day. Peace.